dawn at Kandahar airfield, and the base has some visitors. Hundreds of Afghan traders are arriving because today is market day. As surreal as it seems, every Saturday locals pour into the airbase and set up what's called the jingly market.
I'm looking for a special deal now if I go to the same trader.
The commander is a keen customer.
For a lot of the people that are on the base who never get off, then this is the closest they will come to real locals. It's one of the highlights of the week. There's obviously a great opportunity for us to come away with some good or bad souvenirs, and there's both sorts available, that's for sure. It's a big morale boost for the guys on the base, as well as being a bonus for the traders themselves.
Most Afghans live on around $1 a day, so this is a nice little earner. But there's a trade-off. They have to go through a full search. Even the children.
The worst sort of threat you can envisage here is a bomb. It's a busy market, there's lots of people inside, both from us and obviously from the locals. So mitigating an explosive threat is probably the most important thing for us to do.
Looking for any type of weapons, knives, drugs, anything that would be harmful to us or anyone else on base.
The base employs about 1,500 Afghans who live locally. Jackson's an interpreter, and today he's going to help NATO's commander with some bartering.
Yeah, that's quite nice. It's a bit bright though, the colour's a bit bright.
But it is a dangerous job.
Yeah.
Most of the time the interpreter or the guys who work for NATO or ISAF, they get killed. I cover my fares because I'm not sure, who is Taliban, who is not. So if somebody recognizes me, of course they will kill me.
How much for this?
250.
250. 100. Okay, 150.
220. Okay.
No, 180.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
180, done?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Thank you, my friend. That's a big solid chunk of stone, so 180 US, 90 pounds, but it's still, it's a big rock.
But Jackson, not his real name of course, knows the commander's been ripped off good and proper.
100 was good price.
I'm just generous.
Cool.
Sprawling over 10 miles, Kandahar airfield makes a huge target for the Taliban. It's a NATO base, but the job of guarding it is down to the Royal Air Force. The RAF has its own regiment of soldiers on duty 24/7. For the past 6 months, it's been 3 squadrons' job. But last week, 1 squadron arrived from the UK to take over. Sergeant Bennett Jones is in charge of the 30 men of A Flight.
I'm just watching the lads, make sure they're doing it correctly. Just looking after them, basically. A lot of the lads are really, really young, straight out of training. I've got 3 lads here that have only been on the squadron for a week. So this is a massive learning curve for them, and it'll make them grow up.
It's the first time 21-year-old Nathan Choules has ever been abroad.
My dad was in Rathridge, brother was in, my uncle was in. So fuck it, just joined the RAF. And here I am in Afghan, 1 year later. It's brilliant.
In less than 2 weeks' time, Choules and the rest of the lads are going to be facing the Taliban. They need to hone their combat skills.
Okay, gun one only. Ready?
First up, target practice. On the GPMG, General Purpose Machine Gun. Capable of 200 rounds per minute.
Stop!
Next, grenades for close combat situations. And then there's Choules' favourite, the 50mm heavy machine gun.
50 cal rounds for the big gun. The size of them.
The massive rounds are capable of blowing a hole through solid rock from over a mile away.
Again.
I said, at the end of the day, it is the best job in the world. I'd even recommend it to my own mother. That's how confident I am about this job.
Go on.
So, I mean, you get discipline, you get fit, and you get paid for doing all of it. It's brilliant.
Chulz and the rest of 1 Squadron are halfway through their 2-week training period. They're here to guard Kandahar airfield. They'll be patrolling the 400-mile area around it in the RAF's latest armoured Land Rover, the Vixen. And the drivers are having a crash course on how to handle it.
Keep it straight, keep it straight, keep it straight. Go.
It's harder than it looks. The Vixen weighs over 4 tons.
Oh, come on, I got further than that.
And it takes practice to master Afghanistan's unforgiving terrain.
Go on. Oh, no! So close. Right, you want to try getting up that hill? It is not going up there.
But in the end,
Oh yeah, go for it.
they get the hang of it. With all this activity and the baking heat, the lads need to keep their strength up. Luckily, there's no chance of them going hungry. The base has 3 canteens, 1 Dutch, 1 American and 1 British.
This is our hotline cooking area. Here we do all the main cooking for the main dishes. It all goes through in 3 hours, 2,000 people, in, out, gone.
Malcolm Kirby runs the British canteen, and he understands how important those little home comforts are.
The British are very fond of their pies, so we make a lot of steak pies, chicken pies. Tea, coffee, good old English tea. We always do a roast on Sunday night, which is a special for the British. We also do a special dessert table for the British. Tonight we've done the Olympic gâteau, right? And they will help themselves to this gâteau. And we used to do doner kebabs here on the doner kebab machine. So a couple of times a week we'd have a doner kebab carving session, which is very, very popular. It would last about 40 minutes, all in one. Kebab house, cafe, restaurant, mum's cooking, all in one.
Malcolm isn't an army chef. He and his team of mainly Indian caterers work for a private contractor. And it's a lot of business to lose if they get it wrong.
Obviously, if we have 1 man sick in this place, we got 5,000 sick. So we're very, very stringent on hygiene and preparation processes.
With so many mouths to feed and troops with little time to spare, everything has to be done quick.
And coming in the door, washing their hands, picking up their meal, getting their salad and their drinks, they can be sitting down in less than a minute.
And Malcolm's restaurant is always packed out.
Food is the main item. It's the big thing. To come and socialise for an hour or so with your friends and your colleagues. And it's the main attraction of the day. There's nothing else out here for them, and we're the only entertainment, really.
The lasagna's really good, and actually the curry bar's really good as well.
Food is really very, very delicious. It's really relaxed me. I'm quite far away from India, but it still reminds me Indian flavor.
I mean, anytime you get a hot meal, it's always good.
In 1 month alone, the canteen gets through 230 tonnes of meat and fish, 350 tonnes of cheese, and 500,000 eggs.
Dining facility is crucial. It's literally life-sustaining for the people here. The old saying, an army marches on its stomach, is actually very true. If you're providing decent food for the troops, it makes a massive difference to morale. You really can tangibly detect that.
All over. All over. Beautiful.
In Afghanistan's punishing climate, the troops need nearly double the calories they normally would back home, around 4,000.
I'm a greedy git.
Chulz is making sure he doesn't go hungry.
I eat loads. This morning, like a full English breakfast and a bowl of cereal and 2 yogurts. And now I'm starving again.
His boss, Jonesy, is charged with taking care of the new recruits, even down to what they eat.
Make sure they put salt in their food, because they sweat a lot, obviously. The body loses a lot of its minerals. So looking at stuff like salt, making sure they're drinking water. Fizzy pop, it dehydrates you, but it gets sugars back into you as well. A lot of the lads find that when you're out in the heat, you tend to lose your appetite slightly. So just making sure they eat, you know, as much food as we can shove down their necks.
Physical needs taken care of. It's up to the camp's padre, Father James Caulfield, to take care of their spiritual ones.
I basically look after the pastoral needs of the youngsters. Get around, chat, talk to them, listening ear, shoulder to cry on, some of the shout at. But basically, I'm here to lift the morale and spiritually give them the care that they need.
He's holding a Thursday Mass in one of the base's 2 chapels.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the grace and peace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you all. Grant this through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns with you in the Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever. Amen. You've got a lot of people on this camp who are vexed about why we're here, what we're doing, and the chaplain can do a lot to help ease that and give a spiritual dimension that helps them to understand that what they're doing is valued. If today you hear his voice, harden not your hearts. Alleluia. Sometimes the things they deal with in a day-to-day are not pleasant. I mean, they may be asked to kill someone, and they need to talk to somebody. So, again, helping to reassure them, to give them back a dignity in themselves that, yeah, you had no option. It had to be done. The body of Christ.
Kandahar Air Base has most things you'd expect to find in a small town, including its own police force. Their chief is Major John Hipkins.
In effect, the Royal Military Police are the British Army's police force. Anybody that you see wandering around with a red beret on is Royal Military Police. And we're very independent in what we do, and we take pride in that fact. So these guys here, you know, provide almost like the beat officer type capability that you would see back home on the streets of the United Kingdom.
Major Hipkins is in charge of 83 officers, including one known as the Bear.
This is Staff Sergeant Steve Graham, also known as the Bear, and I've never quite understood why. Is it just because you're so hairy?
No, I got called the Bear because when I give a telling off, somebody actually said it was like being in a bear pit because I'm very loud and in your face. So after that, the name stuck, and everybody now calls me the Bear. But I think it's because I'm warm and cuddly.
As you can see, he just can't type for whatever reason. Is that bad? I'm not even going to read that, look. Hi, sexy. Sorry, that is to your wife, isn't it? That is to my wife, yeah. Yeah, I know.
Because every time I go out, I always...
Every day starts with a briefing from the Bear, who likes to get his team fired up.
As well. What I'm expecting for the patrol, okay, speed checks, okay, we've still got a lot of people exceeding the speed limit around camp and not wearing seatbelts. Remember, we've got 2 months left on the tour. Let's not start slipping, okay? Let's go.
The speed limit on base is just 10 miles or 16 kilometres per hour.
Do you know why I stopped you? You were speeding. Do you have the speed limit on camp?
16k.
Yeah.
One last week.
21 you were doing.
That's just 3 miles an hour over the limit.
I mean, the standard of driving in this place, it's an awful lot to be desired. Yeah, didn't you stop? You stopped some Dutch guys, didn't you? Dutch Air Force guys.
Some Dutch pilots who decided to drive the car the same way they fly their jets. After the Bear growled at them, they apologised and continued on their way.
It's handy having somebody of the size of the Bear on occasion.
Keeping speed freaks in check is not John and Bear's only responsibility.
An awful lot of it is to do with petty theft, although the numbers are still very low. There's the NAFI truck back there. Allegedly, somebody decided to half-inch about 100 cornettos from the back of it. It's unfortunately something that obviously we'll have to look into in due course.
Jules has got a rare break from training, so he's decided to go for a little retail therapy. Slap in the middle of the base lies the boardwalk, with shops selling everything from carpets and trainers to laptops and DVDs.
Is that Prison Break 4, is it? Mate, you gotta get it.
Jules and his best mate Fergie are after a bargain.
Sunglasses with actual headphones. That's pretty intense. Ah! I need one of these. Laptop case.
With no booze allowed on base, the boys find themselves with cash to burn.
Back at home, we normally spend all our wages on drink. Yeah. We can go through about £200–300 a weekend just on a Friday and Saturday night. Can I get this, please, mate? Beautiful.
Time to stock up on supplies.
Should we get a bike?
At one of the base's 2 superstores.
I'm looking at these outrageously expensive socks. One set of socks for $10. You see the slogan there? Your feet will feel better. My wallet won't.
Finally, some souvenirs for the family.
These ones are mint. One of them's my little sister. She's back at home. She didn't actually want me to come here. She writes me all the time telling me that she loves me and that I'm the best big brother in the world. This makes me a bit sad. And one's for my mum. She's probably end up breaking down and crying all over the place. My mum's a bit emotional. I do miss him. I didn't when I was at home. I was kind of glad to get away. But now, actually being in a totally different country for this amount of time, I do miss him. But that's a different story. Don't want to get into that, really.
"21-year-old Kate Aziz is packing for her first trip off the base.
I'm just taking a spare t-shirt, underwear, my nice sailor pyjamas, got an iPod and a bag full of toiletries. Too many toiletries, probably.
But it's no holiday. She's off to Camp Bastion, 90 miles from Kandahar in Helmand Province. It's the main forward base, just 25 miles from the combat zone. As a welfare clerk for the RAF, her job is looking after the troops, and that includes the firemen out in Bastion.
I'll be honest, I don't know what their job entails. I don't even know what the firemen really do back home in the UK.
In a war zone, even clerks have to be armed. Kate's taking along her standard issue SA-80 rifle and 2 magazines of live ammo.
I don't mind carrying it when it's unloaded. I don't like it when it's loaded, it makes me nervous.
Kate's going to hitch a lift on a C-130 Hercules. It's not the most glamorous plane on the airstrip, but its role in Afghanistan, a country nearly 3 times the size of the UK, is crucial. Flying is the quickest and safest way to move troops and supplies, so you need a big plane. It's nicknamed the Fat Albert. The largest model has a 55-foot-long cargo compartment and is capable of carrying a massive 20-ton load, or 128 troops, or 4 Land Rovers. And hopefully for Kate, a picnic table.
Where can we put it?
But there, I think, probably is the best place. I don't know, I don't work here.
The fire crew at Bastion need a table for their accommodation block, and Kate's managed to blag one off the Harrier engineers. But there's a problem. This flight's already chocker. 2 armoured Land Rovers have been loaded, and with another 20 troops to cram in, there's not going to be any room for Kate's table.
Because there's the 2 wagons, it's a little bit cramped, so we're going to try and speak as nice as we can to them, try and persuade the movers to try and get this table on. So fingers crossed we'll be able to work a bit of charm, flutter a few eyelashes.
And it helps if you've got a fellow Welshman on side.
You know, there's these 2 wagons going onto the Herc. We've got
Big Taff is in charge of loading cargo on the Hercs.
like a picnic bench.
Picnic bench?
Yeah. Do you reckon we'll be able to get it on?
Well, we've got a pallet. How big is this pallet?
This big. It is big. It's the end of that.
I tell you what, the best thing to do is tell them to bring it up for the next aircraft and we can put it on the next aircraft.
On the next one to take down. Will that be tonight?
Yeah.
All right.
As long as it's absolutely massive.
It is big, but it'll fit. It'll fit.
It'll fit,
yeah.
With tables sorted, it's time for Kate to get on board.
Right. I am a little bit nervous, but I'm always nervous about flying, even if it was to Ibiza.
There's nothing irrational about a fear of flying in a war zone. In 2005, 10 servicemen died in Iraq when their Hercules blew up. One of the fuel tanks in the wing exploded when it was hit by enemy fire.
Can I just get on?
Yeah, just get on any side.
Now, all Hercules used in Iraq and Afghanistan are filled with special explosion suppressant foam. But the Hercules is still vulnerable to attack.
Okay, my doors are closed. I want you to check, Captain.
To lessen the risk, the pilot performs a tactical takeoff. He talks us through it.
The idea is to get away from the ground as quickly as you can. The most prolific threat are people with guns. So we put the nose up as much as the aircraft weight will allow and climb away from the ground.
I don't really like the tactical takeoffs and landings. They're horrible. I try not to think about it, why they're doing it our way, because I just sort of work myself up. It's like being on a really bad roller coaster.
Welfare clerk Kate Aziz has arrived safely at Camp Bastion, just 25 miles from the front line in Afghanistan. It's a much starker environment than she's used to back at Kandahar Air Base. She's going to be spending the night in a BFOT, army jargon for a big fuck-off tent.
Hello. Ooh. It's a bit sparse, isn't it? Just a bit different, that's all. Cool. I expected it to be a lot cosier and more, everything a bit closer. I've stayed in like a tent and that, but never anything like this.
Bastion is a military base in the middle of the vast Red Desert. Its airstrip is a vital link to forces on the front line in Helmand province. The RAF's fire crew look after the safety of the camp.
I think so.
Kate's here to check on their welfare.
But I'm hoping it got dropped off around here, but I'm not sure. Ah! It's there.
And deliver the present from the Harrier engineers, a picnic table.
Ooh.
But what will the firemen make of it?
We've got you a table.
Awesome. We didn't make the breeze in Spence.
Happy with it? I don't think they put any nails upwards.
Best table I've seen in a long time.
Beats like here.
Right, we'll see you later.
Nice. Thank you.
Ta-da! This looks a bit dangerous.
Kate works in HR, so she's making sure the firemen are getting enough time off. As well as their normal duties, the lads have to be ready to assist every helicopter flying in with casualties, as Bastion's got the nearest hospital to the fighting. They're also on call to rescue troops trapped in damaged vehicles on the front line. And when they go out to hostile territory, they have to be armed.
They'll go out fully kitted in body armour, so they're dressed exactly the same as all the troops on the ground, but they will also take a variety of firefighting and rescue equipment.
Sergeant Dusty Miller is in charge of the IRT, or Immediate Response Team. They use the same equipment as fire crews back home for cutting the injured out of a car crash.
There is some armour out here that is meant to be impenetrable, but we have tested, we know the weak points on a lot of the vehicles that they predominantly use out here, so the lads know where to cut. The work that our lads are doing is, I'd like to think, invaluable out in this theatre, because it's just another device to save a life.
Many of the fire crew work 24-hour shifts. Kate's concerned they're not getting enough time off, or R&R.
Can you turn the engine off?
It needs to stay on the engine.
Does it?
Yeah.
Right, I've just got some questionnaires I want you all to fill out when you get 5.
Yeah.
And they're just about your R&R, and they're anonymous, so you can write whatever you want on them, but all of us who are entitled to R&R need to fill them out. I'll leave them in the crew room for you.
Thank you very much.
Just pick them up when you get 5 and hand them back to me just before I go, all right? And keep that away from me.
Okay.
All. I'm gonna kill him. I feel like I've peed myself.
But form filling isn't a top priority right now.
Hang on.
One of the corporals has just finished his last shift as a fireman at Bastion. He's heading home tomorrow.
Get him in! Get him! He's speeding up!
Oh, bless him.
A big paddling pool in the middle of the desert might seem luxurious, but it means a lot to these lads.
This is like the best bit of fun we have. It's the only bit of fun we have. Like I say, after a hard day, you've got to chill out.
Well, I've done a 24-hour shift here, and I'll be out doing IRT tomorrow on a 24-hour shift on there as well. And then 24 hours back again in here the day after that. So you get a few days where you don't really get a chill-out time.
Kate's also making sure the lads are getting all the extra payments they're due.
Yeah, but you're using body armour, helmets are required. You have to wear all of that, don't you?
Yeah.
You can claim for it.
Okay.
Altogether, it's tougher here than she'd expected.
How many call-outs have you had in the last few days then?
Today's been about 4 or 5. I think the crew yesterday had 6, Johnny, was it?
The lads are that busy now that it's just a constant go, so it just keeps the blends into one another. As you've seen, they've been in and out all day, and we're not even halfway through the day.
And then on top of it, obviously, you've got aircraft emergencies.
Yeah.
So we deal with them as well. Got the outbounds, air meds going out, so once they've had treatment here, going off somewhere else. And then obviously domestic as well, we can get domestic incidents as well, so pretty busy, aren't we?
We are, yeah. Yeah, very busy, unfortunately.
Not like London's burning.
Not quite like London's burning, no, we do. A bit of diversity there. You realise you're in the middle of Helmand when you're dealing with all that.
It's easy to forget about it up a calf because you don't see it. Whereas when you come down here and you're like, Jesus, you're actually in the middle of a war zone. Because obviously it's so easy to forget where I am. You just don't see the realities of it really. And yeah, it gives you stuff to think about anyway, doesn't it?
It does.
It's nice to actually come down, see the guys and, see what they do, because when you think of like fire and rescue, you think of fires. Well, I do. I think you just think the obvious things and you don't actually realise what they do and what their role is out here. It sort of brings it all back to you, why you're here and what you're here for and actually what's going on. You are in the middle of a war zone, whether you pretend that you're not, you are.
Back at Kandahar Airfield, one squadron are at the end of their training. Tomorrow, they'll leave the base to go on patrol for the very first time.
You get everything that you are taking out on patrol with you. Everything.
Corporal Jim Davis wants to make sure they're ready.
Right, fellas, 2 minutes then.
He's going through their rucksacks to check they've got the right gear for going outside the wire.
Okay then, fellas, listen in then. Right, every bit of kit you haven't got, fellas, you're going down for 20. First off then, all of you, stick up your ID cards in your mitt.
My wallet jump.
20, get on your arms. All right, I want to see your rules of engagement cards. Then it's done it.
It's not this soldier's day.
Okay, what I want to see now is I want to see your morphine and your first field dressings.
Well, at least he's remembered one thing.
Where is it, Robbo? Me and Ed will start at one end and we'll come down checking your personal kit now.
The lads' packs weigh 55 pounds.
Come on, Burnsy, hurry up.
So they can't afford to take anything that's not strictly necessary.
Honestly, gonna wear that?
Not this summer.
No. Take the smaller one. Look how much room it is compared to that. Room's at a premium, you know that. Fuck, what is it with you with toothbrushes? One toothbrush. When's that from?
2 weeks ago.
It's going in the bin now, isn't it? Because it's minging. Have you smelt that? It's dried, crusted, it's horrible. Bin. Jesus Christ, man. 3. How much smaller as it is now? We're just lobbing out those 4 minging fucking rags. Right, put it away.
Over in his office, the Padres picked up the latest delivery from the UK.
Just playing Santa Claus with the packages that the good folk from the UK have sent out to the troops. You get some from cadet forces and grannies and various people, but basically they're shoeboxes with goodies for the youngsters.
Although they're a morale booster,
morning.
The boxes take up valuable space on the planes.
There you go.
So the RAF has to limit the number they send out.
It's the first pass I've got in 5 months, Padre.
Yeah.
Oh, wicked.
It's always good to be a giver. Always good.
Got some hot chocolate, some toothpaste, which I need.
You know, coming to the end of a tour of sort of 6 months, you've done 5 months. That last month is long. You know, and so a little lift at that point, if you can help, it's good.
Dave gave me a purple flannel. It's really soft. Helps and nice.
Oh, we don't really need to see those.
Padre. I've embarrassed the Padre now. Yeah, I don't really need to let
Inside the boxes, there's often a little morale-boosting message from the sender.
We think of you constantly and hope you will all be home soon.
It means a lot, definitely a lot, especially when I see it on the news and that, and in papers and that, people coming together for the forces. It's about time, really, and it's appreciated by the boys and girls out here, definitely.
And it's really nice because it's a bit of a morale booster, because you don't always get parcels from your family, Jack.
Everyone loves seeing the Padre. It's like having Santa on during the summer. I like $10 now. Yeah.
Want them to say happy people.
At the accommodation block, Choules and his mates are being issued with a final bit of kit. Bayonets.
Right, next one, mate, is 112 Choules. Is that right? There you go.
You don't really want to use them, really, do you?
Right, so this is Boyden's, all right, which is...
Don't want to use this.
Hello.
Up close and personal, isn't it? I mean, you're going to be in his face with that, actually stabbing him. And these bits actually, that bit there, is designed for when you penetrate it, like say a rib or something, it just cracks the bone on the way in, and that bit's to it's like drain the blood, so it hasn't got any suction. It just comes straight out. Pretty nasty bit of kit, really. If you have to use them, you're in the shit, basically.
It's 8 p.m. and the Chief of Police, Major John Hipkins, has one last call to make.
Sam, do you reckon you can get the dogs on this lot?
All the luggage coming in and out of Kandahar airfield needs to be checked for drugs and explosives.
In terms of drugs finds here, we had a contractor from a UK contract company that decided to chance his arm and try and take back 1 kilogram of heroin.
These days, John doesn't take any chances. He's brought in 2 highly trained sniffer dogs.
We've had the dogs now for probably about 2 months, bearing in mind that between 93% and 98% of the world's heroin comes from this country. We've yet to have a find, and in some respects, I'm quite pleased about that, because actually that proves the deterrent value of having the dogs here in the first place.
No drugs here, but John likes to keep the dogs on their toes.
What we regularly do is actually test the dogs by putting a small sample of controlled substance in amongst the bags and hope the dogs actually will pick it up. And as you can see, that's basically the reward being given to the dogs for the find. Obviously, it works.
Sit.
It's been another long day, so I think we'll call it quits at this point.
In just 12 hours, Chorl's will be in a combat situation for the first time.
It's very weird. It's tough to get your head around when you think about like your family and that. But just got to man it up, really, yeah. My sergeant's been drumming it in my head, especially every brief we have. He points it at us, young guys. You need to start switching on. This is the real deal now. It's not no training. It's like life depends on it, sort of thing.
At the sergeant's dorm, Jim knows the dangers of patrolling outside the wire only too well.
The attacks that have happened here on the other squadrons, they've all been within the first half an hour, so that's the most vulnerable time. You've got to get it into the head the minute they put the kit on and get in the wagon. That's it starts from then. It's a lot for them to take in and learn straight away, but they've got to do it. At the end of the day, if they don't do it, it's their lives and their mates' lives on the line. You either do it properly or you die.
It's 8 a.m. and 1 squadron are going outside the wire.
No, you've got to take your own kit, because it's all set out there definitely for you.
Jonesy's got 18 brand new lads, and today they're testing his patience.
Come on, lads, sort it out, for fuck's sake. Give me that ear. Right, word of warning, you don't fucking walk around like that. Put it in your fucking pocket.
They've got to sort out the body armour, weapons and ammunition they'll need for the patrol. Once outside the wire, they could be gone for up to 4 days.
Come on, lads, it's not fucking hard. Lads, we need to get a grip of some of these lads, because they're walking around saying, where's my Osprey, who's got my rifle? We've got lads coming up to me saying, I don't know whose rifle this is. All right, it shouldn't be fucking happening. Right. All right, Jules, do you pick up the boss's kit?
Yeah, we got the boss's kit. Nervous, excited, scared. It's a bit of everything, every emotion we want.
While 1 squadron prepares to leave base, 3 squadron, the troops they'll be replacing, are returning from their last patrol. And spirits are high.
Today is an absolutely brilliant day. We've been waiting for this day to come now for, obviously, just over half a year. All right, everybody's really buzzing, really excited, and we can't wait to get out of here.
Today is now, we've come to the end of our 6-month tour. To be honest, I think most of us have had enough, and it is time to go home.
Brilliant. I just can't wait to get rid of all this and then we can go and chill out for a bit.
I reckon a cold beer, all right, and a bit of personal business with the missus. All right, not necessarily in that order.
1 squadron are checking over the battle-worn vehicles they've just inherited.
As we're taking over from another squadron, it's always best to give it a 100% check first before we go out. But you can sort of see the dents on the sideways where they've been hit before. There's one with it that's been blown up twice already, and it just keeps getting fixed and sent back out. If I can just stick this sign back down.
And there's other reminders of the realities of life in a war zone.
It's basically telling the locals to keep 100 metres away from us, because the threat of suicide bombing out here at the moment.
It's just apprehension. It's not knowing what's going to happen, you know. I think at the end of the day, a lot of it is skill. If you can find the wires and the IEDs, then brilliant. But I think Lady Luck has got to be on your side as well, you know.
Happy with that?
Ready?
Yeah. Before they go, one for the album.
You all ready?
Yeah.
Nice one. Because it's like, can't wait to get out of there. Now it's here, it's like, whoa. Going outside the wire.
See a few of them a bit nervous. You can see they're a bit anxious. But like I just said there, I asked them, you're all fucking up for it, you're all ready? And they're all fucking, yeah, too right, let's get out there, let's do the business.
The security of 10,000 troops and £1 billion worth of military hardware is in the hands of one squadron for the next 6 months.